Hello and welcome back to the Kieran Carlin for Sir. I'm your boy Kieran Carlin, and it's part 2 of redesigning / fixing every single Premier League home kit. Let me know in the comments down below if you're able to ride a bicycle. You didn't see that one coming, did you? No, you didn't. But also let me know if you want me to do the away kits as well. And maybe the third. That might be quite long, and I don't know how many people will watch that one, but maybe. Liverpool. Now, my issue with this one is that it's f***ing ugly. So goddamn ugly. Watching the Liverpool-Chelsea game in the pub the other day, goes, beer. Oh, I love beer, and I love having friends. And I was like, fuck. That is still so unbelievably ugly. So they wanted YNWA. You'll never walk alone. That's surprisingly what is inside these shapes. No, it looks terrible. The collar is the worst thing I've ever seen. And you know what? Stop doing yellow, red, and white. It's 2 McDonald's. Stop it. What you should do is this. Okay? Fuck that shitty collar off, mate. And then fuck the yellow off. Go for a green. Then you sort of like duochrome. Is that a term? I don't know. But I'm going for like a gradient green. And then some outlining of white. Now I've inverted the selection of those colours between the badges and the sponsor, and I like how that's come out. I think it might be a little bit weird, and then I think it would age. I think it would age pretty well. And after a few months in the season, people would have really liked this one. And then you've got the "You'll Never Walk Alone," just acronym there, just in the middle, all right, as if like another logo. They had like a special edition kit. I think maybe last season, whatever. They didn't play in it, but it just had a gigantic YNWA in the middle in gold. And I thought, you know, if they want to have that as a theme of the kit, I just think stick it as a little logo in the middle. It's much nicer than the fucking shite they've done here. That is awful. So bad and not worthy of winning any trophies at all. That's fun. That's classy. I like it because I made it. Now, Manchester City, my football club, completely innocent of all charges ever. Apart from the bloody charge of being a bloody ugly kit, I cannot stand the 0161, okay? So, I got rid of it. Look, simple, just got rid of it. But what I also did, because, you know, with the 0161, they would be like, oh, this is Manchester, okay? That's the first postcode bit of Manchester. I brought back the 3 stars, the 3 meaningless stars, which I love with all my heart. Bring them back, not above the badge. That would be silly now. But bring them back in here. Okay, look at this. Subtle, but still noticeable and beautiful. Imagine that. That's one classy affair, and that would make me buy this very kit. I'm not buying this one. I have no need to buy this one. I've got the previous 2 season home kit. There's no need to buy this one. There's a need to buy this one. All of a sudden. Because of my love for the 3 made-up stars. So good. Manchester United. Now, my issue with this one is that it's Manchester United and, you know, go fuck yourself. But it's not evil enough for me. So I've done this. It didn't have enough black on it. Okay? It needs to represent evil. I thought about putting maybe some images of serial killers on it. Didn't go quite that far. And then I put the badge in black and white, which is a little bit reminiscent of what we did after we won the league, the Premier League, for the first time, which I think is actually sort of aged quite well. I actually think I quite like that one. And I think it works pretty well on this, okay? Looks way more evil than that. This is like, ugh. This is just, ugh. This, you're like, whoa. Whoa. Who designed this? The bloody devil? It was me. I'm not the devil. The devil doesn't exist, and I'm pretty sure I exist, okay? I see myself in the mirror every single day, and I'm like, who's that handsome fur? That's not the devil. That's a man who's not very good at golf. Yet. Newcastle United. Now, it's a pretty banging kit, a good, strong, simple return, but I prefer thinner stripes, okay? I think just 2 stripes down the middle, no, give me more stripes for this one, and give me a little blue accent somewhere. Okay, I like the little blue accent. The collars in like the noughties, they had little blue accents on. So I've done it on this one. Pretty simple, no nonsense stuff from me. And just, yeah. Yeah, I am so correct once again. Nottingham Forest. Now, I struggled with this one because they just tend to have a red t-shirt. And this one's all right. However, I went for this. Now, in the 90s, sort of noughties, they had sort of black accents. So I didn't go for black. I went for just a darker red on the sleeves, on the shoulders, on the trapezoids. Yeah, I go, Jim. And then for like a almost like a neon Adidas stripage and round the neck. Then what I really like, what I've done, is the badge. I put it in a big fucking circle with 2 strokes, a red stroke and a white stroke. And I did this before I went back and tried to get some inspiration from some old kits. They did a similar thing with like a shield in like the 90s noughties. I actually really fucking like this, and it looks a bit more like Olympiacos, who their weird owner, who has just been done for gobbing near the referees in the tunnel, he owns Olympiacos as well. So that's fun. I think this would be they should have done this. I think this looks much better. I like this one. They should do this. Southampton. Now, I struggle with this one because much like Manchester City, the Puma t-shirts seem to have a template this season. And to be quite honest, thinking about it, we're meant to be like a 5-star team. Okay? And we've got the same fucking template as Southampton, apart from some numbers in our as our little special treat. Fuck off. They've got a pattern in the sleeves. They've got one extra thing as well. I'm sorry, Southampton. I respect you. But in terms of making kits, they're supposed to put more effort into the A-star clubs. Fuming. I'm absolutely bloody fuming. Now, this is a rotter, mainly due to the sponsor. They finally got their stripes back in a normal manner. So, I moved the sponsor down a bit, and I centralized it. And then it looks a little bit better. But ultimately, the sponsor is absolutely horrendous. So I got rid of that. Okay? If Chelsea don't need a sponsor, why does Southampton? Okay? Fuck the Bitcoin sponsor off, mate. Have no sponsor. Or a little spitballing, and I thought, who could you have sponsor this? Could you have Letitia, Southampton legend? Apparently the only one. And then I thought, maybe not that Letitia because of the controversy around some of his opinions, and maybe another Letitia of the Letitia family. I've gone for, I believe his niece. I think she may be an OnlyFans model, Alex Letitia, which I believe she. This is one of her tweets. If you don't know her on Twitter, search her up. It is the funniest thing ever. Does your DCK, what does that mean? Touch your belly button? If so, like this, so I can keep tabs on you. Emoji. I don't want to have to explain this. If you know, you know. And if you don't, maybe don't learn. Maybe don't learn. But it is a funny storyline on Twitter. I believe she is actually related to the senior Letitia. And I think he just ignores it. Ignores that that's a thing. Tottenham Hotspur. Now, what really annoys me about this is it's almost good, but I don't like the extra lines. They just don't add up for me. So I got rid of them. But also, you may notice, bam, the badge has changed. In the same way that Wolves started to have some Portuguese-inspired kits because they were so heavily Portuguese influenced for that period of time. I thought, you know what? Ange Postecoglou feels so Tottenham Hotspur now. He feels like that's their manager, okay? Australia feels like a thing for them. He can never leave, actually, okay? They could have a really tough stint, and ultimately, he cannot leave because he is their manager. I wanted to bring that into the Tottenham Hotspur kit. So I've replaced their badge with a fucking kangaroo. Cockerel? Shit, mate. Embarrassing. What, are they strung? No. Okay, they fight other cockerels and they wake you up in the morning. Shit. Boring. Kangaroos? Pretty fucking dangerous, mate. Pretty fucking dangerous. Apart from when that guy punched that kangaroo who was trying to save his dog. That was pretty cool. Okay, I don't advocate punching animals, but sometimes I do, actually. sometimes I think it's okay if you have to protect your dog from a kangaroo. It's a pretty boss move. They don't shoot a kangaroo, but if you're going to have a one-on-one fair fight, I'm pretty sure that's fine. And I thought, is this Australian enough? So I turned everything upside down. West Ham. Now, I was thinking, what's the main issue? Because this is a pretty nice kit. I thought, what's the main issue that West Ham players have been having with this very kit? Now, a lot of the West Ham players have been cutting the neckline because it rides up too far in their neck. It's inhibiting bloody Antonio's ability to play football. And he is a master of the game. So what I've done, it's a pretty subtle change. I've made the neckline just a little bit wider. Okay, so it comes down to just above the nodules of the shoulders. Okay, if you notice, they're very subtle. So you've got all this expansive, almost like a drop shoulder of a hot mama jammer's bloody dress. Okay, I don't know why that was such a struggle to get out of my mouth. So it also works for maybe ref at a corner. They go to grab your shirt. What do they grab? Oh, they grab your bloody neckline because it's up here. It goes like that. Whoa. That's a lot harder to hide than if it's just like the normal bit of the t-shirt. Boom, penalty. Get loads more penalties. They might bloody win a game. And then for the sponsor, I thought I'd put live odds on them under the Betway. So next permanent West Ham manager, you got David Moyes returning 5-6. Antonio 3-1. Karen Brady stepping up. What is she like? Danny Dyer at 10-1. And then Danny Dyer's daughter, Danny Dyer, at 11-1. I think this is a pretty good kit. Now we come down to Wolves, my arch nemesis. And I thought, you know what, this is actually a pretty bang kit. And I pretty much designed this kit. Fucking hell. I pretty much designed this kit the other season for them. And they haven't paid me for it. So drop that down. You know, maybe tweet Wolves and be like, excuse me, bastards. Kieran's already made this. So send them at least 400 yen. That's probably like 80 quid, isn't it? And I thought, you know what? It would be good to remind Wolves that instead of maybe complaining about a correct decision, the goal was ruled out for offside and then correctly ruled in, okay? That they're not always that fucking hard done by. They have been on some occasions, but they weren't on that fucking occasion where John Stones went, Kee-ka-chow, and fucking headed it in for a perfectly legitimate goal. All right, there's no excuses. Bernardo is not offside until it touches John Stones' head. And at that point, he's out of the way of the keeper. The ball goes over the keeper. He has not inhibited Jose Sarr's attempts to dive. There was no foul in that period. A light bouncing is not a foul. Just ask Arsenal every single corner. Anyway, I digress. Willy Bolly handball to beat us. Hwang Hee-chan, lack of a second yellow on Carl Walker. And then he went on later, about 20 minutes later, to score the winner against us. He shouldn't have been on the bloody ruddy pitch. No excuses. And you can be reminded of that every time you look at this shitting mirror when you're complaining. When you're watching the highlights back, when you score some other illegitimate goal against us, you're like, oh, remember these other 2 times, actually. So maybe shut up. I've been your boy, Kieran. Let me know if you... which was your favourite kit. For me, I think it was the West Ham one. I liked the neckline. I've been your boy, Kieran. Have any suggestions for videos? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. My salmon is burning.